I used to have gaming sessions on Fortnite and Warzone which sometimes lasted over 24 hours straight, and wake up every single day and scroll for 6 hours straight. Now, I've taken the energy that I used to put into screens and I put it into other things like building my dream physique in 6 months, landing my dream career as a research and development engineer straight out of uni, writing 2 first-class dissertations at one of the top unis in my country, all whilst playing no video games and stopping myself from being a scroller. In this video, I'm just going to give you the exact method that you need, bro. Firstly, you need to realize that the addiction to your screen is a psychological manufactured operation, because look, they have all your data. They literally have a digital version of you copied into your phone, and your phone is in your hand every single day. It can hear what you're saying, it knows what you're looking at, it knows exactly what you are, it knows what you like, and it just gives these companies the exact information they need to keep you hooked. Every single button on your phone is designed to have a dopamine spike attached to it. That's why sometimes you think, oh, I need to text mum about this errand that I need to run or whatever. Like, let's say you have a random, like, wholesome little thought and you need to, like, text your mum or whatever. But 2 minutes after you have that thought, you've been scrolling reels. You haven't even done that thing. Like, it's like you open your phone and you forget what you were meant to do. It's because you open your phone and there's just straight up dopamine everywhere. Your mind wants to click one thing and then the next thing and then the next thing, and that is exactly the manufacture of this psychological operation, which is the addiction to screens. The exact method to overcome this psychological operation is, straight up, bro, delete all social media 3 hours before your bedtime. That means you need a bedtime. So look, let's say you go to sleep at 11 p.m. every day and you wake up for work at 7 a.m. 3 hours before 11 is 8 p.m. You need to delete all social media off your phone. So you literally set an alarm for 8 p.m. and you delete social media. You unplug your TV, you unplug your gaming console, you unplug your PC, you don't go on your laptop. There's no screens allowed 3 hours before your bedtime. You literally get rid of them. You manufacture your environment so that you psychologically stimulate yourself how you want to be stimulated. You read books, you journal on a piece of paper and a pen, your phone's in airplane mode, you have no social media on it, and you spend real time with your family, your loved ones, your girl, your mates. And then you wake up, let's say at 7 o'clock, and you have an alarm set for 10 a.m, 3 hours after you wake up, where you're then allowed to re-plug in your telly, plug back in your PlayStation, you're allowed to download social media. And the reason why this works so well, rather than just going cold turkey and deleting everything, is because psychologically you've still got the stuff available to you, but it's only available during the hours of the day where you are most busy. So because it's only available to you within the middle block of the day where you should be at work, school, spending time with your family, doing something productive, you won't have much of an urge to scroll. Because look, most people, let's be honest, just scroll as soon as they wake up, or they play video games just before bed. So your peak usage time is completely reduced because you've deleted social media 3 hours before bedtime. And look, in those pockets of time where now social media has been deleted, you can recalibrate your dopamine system, the circuit in your brain which makes you feel good, which makes you feel motivated. Now, instead of feeling motivated for social media, you can rewire your brain to be motivated for other things. I mentioned some before, like reading books. Reading books is good because you're increasing your knowledge, you're upgrading your mind, and you're sucking in information that is actually beneficial to you, rather than scrolling random reels which you want. Like, you might scroll and see someone die, then you scroll and see someone telling you that your training plan is all wrong, then you scroll and you see something that makes you feel sad, then you scroll and see something that makes you feel happy. Bro, this is like why people are so schizophrenic and ADHD like these days, is because they're scrolling through literal emotions. You're letting extrinsic things manipulate your emotions just because these apps want to keep you on there for longer and longer. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they're all competitors. They're all doing things which want to hook your attention in different ways. They're all implementing evil psychological tactics to make you stay addicted. Their methods are literally unbreakable, so you just need to delete the apps 3 hours before bed. If you re-download them 3 hours after bed, you can still go on the apps, but you won't find yourself scrolling because you're just going to be at work. You can't just be scrolling at work. You're just going to get caught by your boss and then you'll be like, what the fuck? You can't scroll as much at school during your lesson than you will when you're in bed alone and no one's in your room. This is how you truly become disciplined. This is how you actually break free from this addiction. And those 3 hours before your bed and those 3 hours after you wake up, you need to implement some better habits for yourself. Some of these habits could be, bro, what I would personally recommend are cold showers, breath work, meditation, deep work. Deep work's a big one because basically, if you have a goal in your mind, like let's say you need to get 3 A stars or like whatever your country has for grades, in the UK, A star is the best possible grade you can get at A level, which is like when you're 17, 18 years old. So let's say you want to get 3 A stars. The only way you can do that is by waking up early and studying hard and doing some revision and doing some past papers and exams. If you want to build a good physique, you should wake up, and in those 3 hours of time where you don't have social media on your phone, you're able to go to the gym and have no distractions and train even harder than everyone around you. Make progress twice as fast towards your dream. It's so powerful, bro, because now you're not a distracted individual, but you're one with a clear vision and a clear purpose. Bro, if you're really serious about this addiction, by the way, you should make a habit tracker where you have sections for all the good habits you do, and then you should have a section about the negative, which is the screen time. You should actually log your screen time every single day, and you can see, because then you can see physically written on a piece of paper which you stick up on your wall or you put on your desk, somewhere where you see it every day. You will see, okay, Monday I had 6 hours of screen time, but Tuesday I have only 5.5, and then in a week from now you might only be averaging 3 hours of screen time a day, which is a massive improvement. Just implement the exact tactic that I told you. And bro, me personally, I actually did end up going cold turkey. I had no social media on my phone, but because of the nature of what I've been doing and posting content online, I actually do need Instagram, TikTok, YouTube on my phone to post. But bro, I don't scroll. I go on there, I post my videos, and I just get the fuck off. And I actually do, after posting, just delete the stuff. I have TikTok Studio, which is this app like that TikTok made where you can't scroll but you can still post from it, so I just use that. I've got YouTube Studio, which is an app that YouTube made where you can't watch videos on it, you can only post on it. So it's all these little tactics that I've implemented personally with my life, with my responsibilities, to overcome the addiction of social media whilst also posting to it. Now bro, everyone's situation is different, clearly. Look, you know what the good habit is now and you know how to implement it, but you just need the accountability and you need to learn how to act in congruence with your future dream life. I will help you get there, bro, with accountability and with exact step-by-step plans, which I'll write for you personally. Get in the link in the description. It's the price of a cup of coffee for me and you to have a chat. I'll write you a plan and we'll get you on track, bro. Let's get it and let's break this addiction, bro, together. Come on.